announcers, and you kind of learned a little bit because JMU was up, and like for instance, they're up at one point and they go on a little lull, but they're stopping Wisconsin from scoring.
Mm-hmm.
So like Edwards gets the ball out on out pretty far out. And I can't remember who was calling the game, but they were like not the play-by-play, but the color guy was like, this is where they're like, he has done this all year. He said, this is where Terrence Edwards, he was kind of predicting.
Yep.
He's like, he'll go downhill. He'll get him a bucket right here and get it started. And sure enough, Terrence Edwards makes a move, goes around a dude, gets in there, gets an and one. And he's like, that's exactly what he's done all year. You know, you kind of learn it. And he's like, when they hit a lull, they're like, Terrence Edwards will go downhill. He'll get fouled. He'll do something.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's kind of learning about the team a little bit, you know?
Right.
Yeah. So Chucky is going to annoy me because he looks like he don't have a care in the world. Like I'm rewatching this game and I know he's awesome, but I'm watching this game and I'm like,
he's gonna Earl Clark
son, do you care?
He's gonna Earl Clark.
Yeah. Cause like, he's just kind of like, you know, but he plays hard and he's a really good defender, but he's just, his face don't change. So you're like, hey, you do care, right? Like you care about what's happening here, but it's like, oh, and then you'll see a play and you're like, man, you know, he was D'ing dude up, you know, ball comes out, he dives on the ball, throws it back. And then, you know, and then it's like, he goes right back to still in the game, right?
Yeah.
And again, it's not that he's not playing. It's just his face.
Yep.
It's just like, he was annoying me last night.
That's a good catch on your part.
And I know he's going to be awesome.
And oh man, like I said, and to be a fly on the wall to watch them start sizing each other up.
Yeah.
Right. And then you're going to have that moment where you go in there and look, like, of course, I'm going to use this example. You're going to go in there and then you're going to see James Scott. You're going to see him working out. But actually, even before you get there, Steve, this is the fun part. It's 8:00. Everybody's kind of around. Look, we already finished our doctor stuff, medical stuff.
Yep.
And people are going to start matriculating over to the gym. Not really like, it's not like what you about to do. It's kind of like, all right, I'm going to get with y'all. You know, just kind of creep on out. And before you know it, we're going to get some shots up.
Yeah.
Who want to join?
Yeah.
Now you're in the gym, and all you need is 10.
Like, who's that guy sitting outside in the Mickey Mouse shirt, just watching to see who's going in? He's writing something on a notepad.
Steve,
I'm like, Ray,
and
don't worry about it.
Listen, and when they get to the gym, and like I said, it starts out with just getting shots up, right?
Yep.
Look, you shoot 2. Do people even know that? You shoot 2, then you pass on the ball and they get their layup.
Right.
Then I shoot 2.
Sure.
You pass the ball and get your layup. And then it turns into you shoot 2, and when I throw you the ball to get your layup, I kind of do a little token defense on you.
Yeah.
And then you take your shot, and then that gets a little more intense and get a little more intense. And before you know it, all right, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, let's finish it up with some play here.
Let's get it in. 1, 2 dribbles and 3.
Yep.
2 dribbles and 3. Now they're in there playing full tilt 1-on-1.
Yes. Yes.
Who's gonna be the first challenge?
Oh man. I'd say Corin and somebody.
He's not going straight after Chucky, is he?
It feels like Corin's gonna be because listen, man, if you're willing to go out and play in those runs out west, whether I can't remember which one, whether it's the Drew League that they play out there, or the
crossover, Jay Crossover.
Yes,
Jamal Crawford.
The Crawford thing.
Yep.
I was like, who does?
I can't believe I even remember that.
That's exactly
I never
what
remember
it is, though. Jamal Crawford. You're willing to play in that
Seattle.
Yeah. But that's one of the biggest pro-ams in the country.
Yep.
And if you're willing to go play in that, and you actually have a highlight tape from that, then you probably enjoy one-on-one. Like you enjoy pickup, you know?
Yeah. Oh, you listen. He's your pickup guy without question.
Yeah.
He's your. Steve, when you throw the ball around somebody and beat them to the ball,
and everybody out there is either a local legend or a pro somewhere.
Yeah, right. Yeah, overseas league. You throw that ball around somebody and you're confident enough to go catch it. It's like, if you're thinking like that, but that's the thing that's going to drive you crazy too.
Yeah,
that's what that might cost you a starting spot too.
Well, no, it's also why I don't think I've ever put Corin in my starting lineup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a reason.
Am I going crazy?
What's that?
I thought I heard something there. Yeah, it's probably why I don't put him in. I don't put him in my starting lineup.
Because he's so daring.
Yeah, just mentally. And there's probably a little bit of that. He's 6th man of the year that you probably you got to beat out of your head a little bit, you know.
Yeah, like somebody thought you would be better off as a.
Well, let's talk for a second if you want the guys that have been announced.
Okay.
I read what Coach Kelsey said about Rain Smith yesterday. We haven't got to catch up on the other guys.
Okay. I tell you what. We'll take an early quick
That's
break.
what I was wanting to see.
Let's take an early break. May have a quick little guest on the other side of the break.
Oh, okay. Let's do that.
939 The Ville.
Marty Brenneman here for Tri-State Men's Health, the leader in men's sexual health for treating erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues. And they're the leader for a reason, because I can tell you from my own experience of being treated there, Tri-State Men's Health is top shelf. Far too many men wait to get their ED treated. But I want to tell you today that you shouldn't wait any longer. If you're suffering with ED and are like most guys, a medical team at Tri-State Men's Health will get you back on track fast. They have the experience, they have the treatment protocols, and they know what they're doing. At Tri-State Men's Health, they have ED treatments that are effective in well over 90% of men. They can even combine treatments for better results. You might even find yourself performing like you haven't in years. So make an appointment today. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. They have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
Hey, Louisville fans, Steve Rummage here. In life, there are moments when the stakes are high and the decisions you make can forever change the outcome of your financial future. Buying or selling your home, that's one of those major league moments. Imagine this. If we're facing a major surgery, you wouldn't pick a cut rate surgeon or someone offering a 1% discount, right? So why gamble with a cheaper option when it comes to selling your home? Go with a pro, someone who's recently named one of Louisville's 40 under 40, and call Josh Jarbo. Josh and the team of agents at RE/MAX Empire understand the value of what's at play. They don't offer any gimmicks, and they definitely don't take shortcuts. They provide the full MVP treatment every step of the way. So when buying or selling your home, choose the team that goes the distance for you. At RE/MAX Empire, your goals paired with their strategy is a guaranteed recipe for success. I'm Steve Rummage, and I'm telling you, in real estate, don't settle for anything less than the best. Call Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or check out his website at joshjarbo.remaxempireky.com.
Josh Jarbo, principal broker owner, RE/MAX Empire at Modern Mortgage A to Z, NMLS number 2256125. Equal housing lender.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Over the river and through the bullets to grandmother's house to see a kosher recipe for the entire crew, and they call it Good Gravy.
Good Gravy, the new family roller coaster at Holiday World and Splash and Safari. Twist and turn past a gigantic rolling pin, milk bottle, and more in a race to save Thanksgiving dinner. First forwards, then backwards. It's fun with a little gravy on top. Get tickets at holidayworld.com.
VFW Post 1181 in Louisville alerts listeners that 22 veterans take their lives every day. Together, we can win this war against veteran suicide. Join the effort to encourage our veterans by reminding them there is hope, there is help, and they can heal. If you are a veteran in crisis or you know a veteran battling an enemy within, please call for help or emergency services. That's from VFW Post 1181 in Louisville, where they are reminding our brave veterans you are not alone.
Hey, Cards fans. Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Tech-savvy professionals delivering equipment, technology, and service for all your office, network, and print communication needs. Look no further.
Just with love for duplicators.
High-quality office equipment, print, and IT solutions at fair and transparent pricing. That is Duplicator's commitment to you. Your tech-savvy office equipment and outsourced IT professionals can simplify your daily work process wherever you find yourself working with world-class network business machines and solutions from Ricoh and Savin.
For today and tomorrow.
And that commitment continues with their commercial print and mailing division, Derby City Litho. Check out the Ricoh Pro Z7210 graphic print system providing superior color output. Duplicator Sales, Derby City Litho, Corporate Mailing Systems, Ricoh, and Savin. Call them at 502-589-5555 or visit them online, duplicatorsales.net, or at their store, 831 East Broadway, Louisville, with offices in Elizabethtown, Lexington, Paducah.
Just with love for duplicators.
The sounds of spring can often be followed by the sounds of a broken air conditioner. With warmer weather ahead, don't wait for an emergency. So if you hear your AC unit making some unwanted noises, then call DFH Company today at 968-6222. Now when you buy a complete Train system, receive 10-year parts and labor warranty and up to $1,000 rebate on a high-efficiency system. It's hard to stop a train, so call DFH 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
This is Keith Bosch with Rates Fence Company, a local family-owned and operated business for more than 50 years. Rates Fence is Louisville's premier fence installation and access control company, specializing in residential and commercial fencing solutions. If you are looking for a quality fence installation from a company you can trust, visit us online at ratesfence.com. That's RAATZ fence.com to schedule your free estimate today.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, Bob Valvano, call 502-487-5099 to schedule your free in-home estimate today. For every 2 windows you buy, you'll get the next 2 free. For the last windows you'll ever need, go to universalwindowsdirect.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Buy 4 washes, get 3 free on our top 3 wash books during Mike's Car Wash biggest sale of the year. Wash books make the perfect gift for Dad. Buy 4 washes, get 3 free on our top 3 wash books at all Louisville area Mike's Car Wash locations. Open daily 7 to 9.
is and always will be one of the most valuable resources one could have. And if you agree with that sentiment, then DFH Company is most certainly the company for you. They'll dial 968-6222, or you can look up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split, like ones we have at the 939 Studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222, or look them up online at dfhcompany.com.
That works.
I believe we are closer to our desired result. So when summertime hits, you know, we as radio hosts like to make jokes about how our summer times are not quite as exciting as they should be, but we do have a cure for the summer doldrums. That would be one Robbie Valentine. Welcome to 93.9 in Middays of Marcus Bay. What's going on, Robbie?
What's going on, Marcus? What's up, my brother?
Listen, we are feeling good. Listen, nothing says, I meant it, nothing says summer like Robbie Valentine. Of course, that's your alley-oop to say what you got coming up soon.
Yep. Man, I got my 39th year of summer basketball camp at the KFC Yum Center.
Stop it. You're not 39 years old, Robbie.
Hey, you know what? Yes, I am. For a fact. I feel it every morning. I know.
Fair enough. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. Go ahead.
No, it's been a great 39 years, you know, and you think of my kids in their 30s, and then you think about my grandkids. I promise you, I've been doing it that long, and it's more fun now than it was then. It's a different kid, it's a different era, and it's still making fun and easy for me. And you know, we instill so many things in the kids that it's hard to let it go. You know.
And what percentage would you say of your camp is coaching, and what percentage is life lessons?
I think the whole camp is life lessons because it's changed a lot, and you got to really mix it all in. But at the same time, you know, when you look at attitude, you know, confidence, because of COVID, socialization, the kids don't really social mix as they did back in the past. And I think COVID had a lot to do with that. So, you know, you have to be a different teacher than you were 5 years ago because of COVID. And the way you teach, the way you talk to the kids, the yelling and screaming, you know, we got that in college and high school. You can't do that anymore at all. That's done. You cannot do that. You cannot, you know, downgrade a kid in a small way in front of other kids because of the pressure. So you have to be a different teacher and a coach, and you got to be a father on top of that. So it's a lot of it is 100% different than it has been in the past.
Do you look forward to the generational jokes of the, let's just say, a more seasoned gentleman saying, "Hey, this is my kid. You know, I remember going to your camp at 10 years old." Do you look forward to that, or do you dread that as a reminder of how long it's been?
So now when you look at it, the kids are coming to my camp in some circumstances. You know, I'm getting grandkids.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of the kids that do come to my camp are kids that came to my camp years ago, and now they have children. And I expect a lot out of kids that come to my camp because, you know, safety is number one, but also discipline is the most important part of the clinic, because at my camp, your shirt tails are in, your shorts are pulled up, your shoes are tied. And I think we got away from that a little bit. And the fundamentals of the game is those basic skills and life lessons that you were talking about earlier.
Isn't it ironic that now the shorts are like extra high now? Like you see kids and they're pulling the shorts back up to their belly buttons.
Oh, my grandkids, not only do they pull them up, they roll them up as well. And so they laughed at us when we were playing, but hey, it's back. And now you got to make sure they stay above their behind like they're supposed to be, if you know what I mean.
Right.
You can't have a little shorts on the sag, you know.
Right.
You can't do that. So, but I think, you know, it's a different era, and you know, it's the shorts we wore back then, man. They were basically so baggy, but not me. They're a little bit baggier than they are now. Yeah.
Okay, so kind of route people to the camp, to the website and all those things before we get to the.
Okay, they can go to KFCYumCenter.com, click summer basketball camps, and you can register from there. And we'll get you going. And my camp is the last week of June, the 24th through the 28th, and the second week of July, which is the 8th through the 12th.
Okay.
And then also I do a couple of free clinics too during the summer for kids that have some disadvantage, and we try to get them involved. And most definitely, most all the kids that's coming for the free camp, if you contact Boys and Girls Club of Kentuckiana, then they can direct you to register for those free clinics as well.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, now we got the self-serving fun stuff out the way. What am I going to do if I'm a Louisville resident and I don't have my basketball? It's not quite TBT time yet. What is there available at the KFC Yum Center that I might be, excited about?
I'll tell you, there's a June 7th and 8th. We have WWE on the Friday the 7th. And then the 8th of June, we have USC, which as long as I've been here at the Yum Center, I've never seen anything sell as well as it's selling from around the world. It's not just Louisville, Kentuckiana. People are coming from Denver, Chicago, New York, Vegas, LA. Yes, this is it's phenomenal. We had a UFC about 10 years ago here, so as well, like it is now, but this is something I've never seen before. And that demographic of men 25 to 80 years old, that's the demographic of UFC fights.
It's
crazy. Yeah, it's a real strong market. And we have other events too. We have Aerosmith coming in. We have Lionel Richie, Earth, Wind and Fire, the 12th of June. We have a lot of kids shows, Jelly Roll, country artists. We're making steps. We're bringing it back from COVID on a heavy way.
I was gonna say, so June 8th, UFC is probably is that the major, the major one we're looking at right now for the most part?
Yeah, that's the big one. And if you do want to come, let me know, and we'll get you in here and enjoy. I don't watch it.
Whoa, don't do that.
Contact, and then
I was gonna say, don't do that on air because people might think I get preferentials or something. but I'm gonna be calling you.
You call me. But it's different than boxing, that's for sure. And it's a long day too. The doors open at 4. Starts at 5 and over at 11 p.m. And this place will be packed from 5 until 11 p.m.
Is it going to be like a pay-per-view kind of thing, or where is it picked up at?
It's going to be picked up at somewhere. I can't say it's going to be pay-per-view, but it will be televised.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be one of those crowds.
I think it's a ESPN Fight Night. Yeah.
Okay.
What the plan is.
So if I want to want to make the national broadcast, it's KFC Yum Center June 8th. And how do I sign up for tickets again?
Again, go to kfcyumcenter.com and you can the same link. Only difference is you choose the show or event that you would like to come to, and you go from there.
That's perfect. Robbie, you want to give any extra shout outs before we get you out of here?
Hey man, the only shout I want to give is to all the former University of Louisville players, man, including Kenny and our new coach and new family, and just say let's take it up to a whole nother level, and just in this world, man, we're one big family here at Louisville, and I don't know what I would do without all the alumni that you can call and talk to, man, on a personal basis. We lost Coach Crum, but now we have Coach Houston, lost Coach Jones, but Coach Houston's our go-to, and we just need to stick together, man, and make Louisville great as we are. That's it. That's the shout out I want to make today.
Robbie, I appreciate that. Again, my platform is your platform. Anytime, just give me a call. You know how we can set anything up.
Okay.
I'll be talking to you.
I see you June 8th, man. You better be here.
Ooh, okay. June 8th sounds like a date. That is Robbie Valentine. We always appreciate him coming on. Ooh, June 8th.
Hey, listen, I'm kind of with Drew, man. I was planning on doing CMA Fest that weekend, but then they had to go out and plan the SmackDown on Friday night and then the back-to-back UFC on Saturday. It's like,
am I going to be able to handle it up close? impersonal?
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna do it though. I've never went to this.
Me neither.
So I'm looking forward to it.
It should be fun. Should be a real good time.
I'm gonna pull out the accessibility.
Oh, you should. Listen, you know what you need to do?
Robbie, I need to get up front because
it's
difficult to move around in
Or
here.
do
It's like a
listen.
Pokemon attack. Marcus used accessibility. It's super effective.
Listen, Jeremy, Big Germ, got us a suite for SmackDown. You might need to roll up in there, dude. Come on.
SmackDown. Can I handle that?
Yeah. You come check it out, dude.
Are Jeanette and I still invited or just Jeanette?
What's gonna happen when I start enjoying it? You know, there's gonna be a crowd. Like when I start like going WWE all out, there's gonna be a crowd that doesn't like WWE, and they're gonna be like, "Oh no, God, not Marcus too."
Listen, I'm telling you, man. Just think about it. Think about coming up there. Look, you don't got to stay the whole time. Look, it will be up there away from the crowd. Come up in there in the suite, watch a little bit.
I watched Raw from a suite. It was good. It was a good time.
It's amazing.
You get free drinks. Everything's on Jeremy.
Yeah, it is now.
Everything's on Jeremy.
Yeah, everything's on Jeremy.
I'll be like, "Let's go!"
I can never remember. Like I know you
actually
followed wrestling.
We got a suite. I'm sorry, Nick. Don't lose that point. We went to Jeremy is the best at getting suites at wrestling. Right?
I didn't know that was a superpower. It's a good superpower.
No, he does. He splurges in certain areas, and that's one of the areas he'll get a suite. When wrestling comes to town, he's like, and just if you're a good friend of him, he's like, just get up here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay. So, but we got catering at Royal Rumble. We went to St. Louis.
Oh, wow. Nice.
We went to St. Louis and we did Royal Rumble, and Jeremy got a suite. And that one we actually all pitched in on because we surprised him. Because he always gets a suite here. Anytime it comes to Louisville, he's like, sweet, come on. So we went half with his wife and stuff. I was like, look, let's surprise him. We'll get a Royal Rumble suite. We get there. We get catering. Bro, we spent $600 on catering. We got a thing of hot dogs, nachos, and some drinks.
Ooh.
Swear. That was it.
Boy.
Like, I mean, it was nachos and like some dip, and it was a thing of hot dogs.
It was really nice hot dogs.
Yeah, I mean, they were good hot dogs, but and some drinks. And we were like, this is $600. It was like,
They ain't losing any money on this.
So now when we go to the suites up at the Center, we're always like, yeah, right around the corner, they got a place. You can buy anything you want.
Anything you
right
want.
there.
It's like whoever's making the food run.
But if you come, I'll buy your drinks.
Do you follow wrestling, or Steve and I gonna have to fill in like this is a good guy, this is a bad guy, see what happened here? Is this guy betrayed this guy, and this guy's in line for a title shot? But like, are you?
It's my most honest answer. It doesn't take long to catch up.
No, that's true. It does.
No,
It does.
You can pick back up with wrestling like a soap opera, essentially. Yeah. You start watching, give it a show or two, and you'll be like, oh, okay, I'm back in.
Yeah, like I might need one or two fill-ins, you know, like like what's up between those two, you know.
But I tell people all the time, even if you don't like wrestling, a live show you'll enjoy it.
Oh, absolutely.
You'll enjoy live because it's a spectacle.
And that's what I say about plays.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I'm putting them together. But
well, I really enjoy plays.
I've never been to a play that I didn't like.
Yeah, right.
And it sounds so beta.
Yeah, it does.
It sounds extreme.
I'm going to watch The Sound of Music. Okay.
And who am I going to talk to about it when I'm not coming to the midday show and talk about The Sound of Music and how great it was.
I'll talk about it with you.
I mean, listen,
I
love Broadway style plays. Love them.
My man.
Yeah, just love them. I'm a huge.
I'm a sucker for musicals.
Nikki, is that what you thought you were going to be?
What? An actor?
Yes.
If I could do it all over again.
You went to school too.
No, two things I would do all over again. I would go play junior hockey for a couple of years and then come back to school like a lot of my friends did. And I would also probably major or at least minor in theater.
Didn't you go to a performing arts school or something?
I went to Louisville and I took like 5 theater classes.
Like a high school or something.
Nah, but I also would have done it in high school. It was a lot of my friends and all the girls I had crushes on were in theater class. Like, so I would have done that different too. What?
No, Steve Steve thought that was
No, I could see
predictable. He's gonna give you a hard
Oh
time.
yeah, no, that's fair.
No,
but
I
I can't sing for anything.
I knew you had a bit of performing arts, a passion.
The bug.
Yeah.
I was in one studio show. I had like 7 lines and I died 3 times. But it was I played the bad guy.
Why did you accept that role?
Because I was just happy to be there. I was just like enchanted to be there. You know what I'm saying?
There's gonna be a video that comes out of me, and I was Scrooge.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah. When I was a kid, it's gonna come out. It's gonna find its way to me.
I was the lion in Wizard of Oz.
Nice.
Yeah.
You were a coward?
Yeah. It was awesome.
How old were you guys when you were in these plays?
I was in kindergarten, but
okay, you were nice. Kindergarten-ish. See, I was
something.
Nick, this is last year.
Something through 3.
Because here's the thing about plays like that. So when I'm joking, I'm not disrespecting people that do the plays, because the people that do them are amazing. What I'm kind of laughing at is the people who think they can do them.
Oh yeah,
they're like, oh man, 'cause it's like, oh god.
No, I don't think it's
so cringy.
I don't think I could do it well, but I think I could do more of what I did in that studio show. Give me like 10 lines, kill me, a couple things like that.
Oliver Twist and what else? What else?
For what? Like
with plays I've been in.
You've been in multiple?
Yeah.
I was like a soldier in like the Mother Goose kindergarten play. I had no lines. I just did a silly little dance, but I made sure that I got a sword.
Do you know one of the best plays I've ever watched live? And we're going to get back to the roster in the second hour.
What are we doing?
How
did we get here?
We'll get back to the roster. There's a lot I don't want to get to. It was probably Anne Frank. But it was
whoa, dog.
It was terrifying though, man.
Steven there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what role did you play in that one, Steve?
I wasn't in the play.
I can't tell if he's
watched the play.
Don't worry, Steve.
Is he acting or?
Steve, I took it off.
I wasn't in Anne Frank. All right, I went and watched.
Let me guess what character Steve?
Yeah. It's like it was awesome. The play, but like, man, when the Nazis would show up, it was like this big thing would go off, and like the whole place. It was at the Center for the Arts, and like all the red lights would start flashing, and you're like, they're here. Like they're here.
This is an experience.
I'm genuinely a little terrified.
Yeah, I was like, this is
this what it's like? It's like y'all are putting this.
But dude, just to watch that live, and you kind of got the visual of them in their place.
And once you lose the surrounding,
you become the stage, like your tunnel vision.
Listen, like, I'm telling you, man, nothing ever.
Text says you guys want to go get your nails done after the show.
Knew that was coming.
Actually, I do need my nails. Listen,
sir,
I could use that.
I'm telling you,
my hands are very
that
moisturized.
studio down in Florida. When we went to that thing, that little play, the little interactive movie, and the little water squirted out of the thing when the interactive movies.
Oh yeah, like A Bug's Life at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
Does it have the air?
It does it all.
The air spray,
the thing, and like they even let the bugs like leave first, and you feel them crawl up under your rear end.
Oh, it scares the crap out of you. Yeah.
When that dude up there spit that drink out, he was surprised, and he spit that drink out, and it hit me in the face.
Yeah,
he spit in my face. Listen, for about 1.2 seconds, I didn't know what was going on. And something hit me in my face. And I looked up at that stage. I was ready to lose my cool. Like, I don't care if I don't even care that this is a play.
We're about to do some improv, buddy.
And then I was like, well, what the hell? Then I saw the little, and everybody's wiping their face. I was like,
oh, spit on all you guys.
Okay, this is interactive. This is a part of the joke.
I'm glad more people are starting to kind of come out too. Alan wrote me T-shirt hooligans and said he was the lion in the Wizard of Oz too.
Nice.
And he had the big he's talking about sweating his what's off because I had the big lion suit that they put on, and it was like, this is
hot.
hot.
Oh, dude, if you've ever been in a mascot outfit or something like that,
but they have to be durable.
Yeah, well, most of us weren't the mascot.
I was in a book fair, dude.
Most of us played.
What about
I was Clifford the Big Red Dog.
What about the St. Joe's mascot?
I know, right?
That just has to flap the entire game.
Oh yeah, that's.
I can't wait to ask somebody about Nick. Nick, you know Nick from Floyd Central? Like, oh yeah, he's a mascot.
I went to Silver Creek.
Oh, Silver Creek. I went to Silver
Floyd
Creek.
Central did have a great theater program. We did too, dude, for what it's worth.
He's like, yeah, oh yeah, the mascot. Like the mascot? Is that what y'all called him? No, he was the mascot.
We did. I'm not even sure if we had a mascot. I think we did. I don't know, but I don't know who was in it.
Silver Creek, like the Eagles or something.
The Dragons.
The Dragons.
And they're like they're great in everything now. Like they're
very good.
Yeah, when I was there, we didn't have a soccer team. We didn't have a football team. My fat ass ran cross country.
The Eagles and the Dragons are close.
I mean, I think so. I can see where they come from the same.
They got wings.
Yeah,
I had a kid.
Yeah, I should do.
I got nipples, Greg.
Milk me. Go ahead and play us out. When we come back,
let's get back to the roster.
When we come back, Coach tells you what he likes about his individual players, and we'll interpret it for you. Rolling along on 93.9 The Ville.
I'm about to say something pretty gay.
Their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
Hey, Louisville fans, Steve Rummage here. In life, there are moments when the stakes are high and the decisions you make can forever change the outcome of your financial future. Buying or selling your home, that's one of those major league moments. Imagine this. If we're facing a major surgery, you wouldn't pick a cut-rate surgeon or someone offering a 1% discount, right? So why gamble with a cheaper option when it comes to selling your home? Go with a pro, someone who's recently named one of Louisville's 40 under 40, and call Josh Jarbo. Josh and the team of agents at RE/MAX Empire understand the value of what's at play. They don't offer any gimmicks, and they definitely don't take shortcuts. They provide the full MVP treatment every step of the way. So when buying or selling your home, choose the team that goes the distance for you at RE/MAX.
flame and desire that is so important when you love someone. So if you're feeling sluggish and tired, if you're not sleeping well, if your workouts aren't that great, and most of all, if your sex drive is more like a putt, make an appointment at Tri-State Men's Health and have your testosterone levels checked. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices across the tri-state area to serve you.
The sounds of spring can often be followed by the sounds of a broken air conditioner. With warmer weather ahead, don't wait for an emergency. So if you hear your AC unit making some unwanted noises, then call DFH Company today at 968-6222. Now when you buy a complete Train system, receive 10-year parts and labor warranty and up to $1,000 rebate on a high-efficiency system. It's hard to stop a Train, so call DFH 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
When it's time to replace your heating and air system, we know people want options. That's why you'll always get a free second opinion with BJ Heating and Cooling. Plus, for a limited time, get up to $750 off a new Bryant system.
Call the experts you can trust at BJ Heating and Cooling.
When it's time to replace your heating and air system, we know people want options. That's why you'll always get a free second opinion with BJ Heating and Cooling. Plus, for a limited time, get 0% financing for 60 months on a new Bryant system.
Call the experts you can trust at BJ Heating and Cooling.
Tech-savvy professionals delivering equipment, technology, and service for all your office, network, and print communication needs. Look no further.
Just with love for duplicators.
High-quality office equipment, print, and IT solutions at fair and transparent pricing. That is Duplicator's commitment to you. Your tech-savvy office equipment and outsourced IT professionals can simplify your daily work process wherever you find yourself working with world-class network business machines and solutions from Ricoh and Savin. And that commitment continues with their commercial print and mailing division, Derby City Litho. Check out the Ricoh Pro C7210 graphic print system providing superior color output. Duplicator Sales, Derby City Litho, Corporate Mailing Systems, Ricoh and Savin. Call them at 502-589-5555 or visit them online, duplicatorsales.net, or at their store, 831 East Broadway, Louisville, with offices in Elizabethtown, Lexington, Paducah.
Just with love for Duplicator
This is Keith Bosch with Rates Fence Company, a local family-owned and operated business for more than 50 years. Rates Fence is Louisville's premier fence installation and access control company, specializing in residential and commercial fencing solutions. If you are looking for a quality fence installation from a company you can trust, visit us online at ratesfence.com. That's RAATZ fence.com to schedule your free estimate today.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, Bob Valvano, call 502-487-5099 to schedule your free in-home estimate today. For every 2 windows you buy, you'll get the next 2 free. For the last windows you'll ever need, go to universalwindowsdirect.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville.
Just some Kentucky folk doing what we done for years.
Just saying.
If I get my YouTube pop for playing my old Kentucky home, I'm gonna be upset, and we're gonna have to call some people.
That's fair. I got verbal confirmation that we could play this.
Welcome back to Middays Market, baby. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. Before we go any further, let me give a special thanks to one of the newest members of the team. That would be Kentuckiana Pump Sales, for every home, building, business, or municipality that all rely on the movement these pumps provide. The moment you need a water or sewage pump, you should be thinking Kentuckiana Pump Sales. They're like our first responders or essential personnel. Over 36 years of experience. Best service, fairest possible price. And it's right over in Jeffersonville, Indiana. People, go see Harold or go see Mark. They'll find out exactly, and I do mean exactly, what you need. Utility, sump, affluent, grinder, sewage, anything you need. 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, of course. Or you can give them a call, 812-725-9217, or simply visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Pump it up.
Sorry, I got distracted. Did you just send me money?
Who?
I don't know. I just got a wallet update.
I most certainly did not send you money.
Okay, well, I wasn't sure if you were asking for a DC. So that's why I was. Would you like a DC? I could go for a DC. Are you still quitting soda? Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Steve is right in the middle of enjoying his DC. Okay. So Steve.
Yeah.
You gonna give us a Pat Kelseyism on one of his players?
Yes, I actually am. Let me like, you think, you just pulled them up. Like, yeah. All right. Let's because yesterday they've been announcing the roster, it looks like about every 2 hours. So then we got Rain Smith during the show yesterday. And then we got James Scott after the show. So let's hear what Pat Kelsey had to say about James Scott. James Scott reminds me of a young Marcus Camby.
Damn it.
He's earned a reputation as one of the premier lob threats in the NCAA. James played last season as the third youngest player in the country, but has a level of maturity that exceeds his age. On the defensive end, he's extremely versatile and can guard every position. One of my favorite aspects of his game is his extremely underrated passing ability. His basketball IQ is exceptional, and his future is extraordinarily bright.
James
Scott.
James, we got some. Listen, I'm not going to say this, but James, I think some people are sleeping on you, my man. Some people are sleeping on you. If you were the third youngest player in the entire NCAA, it means you were like a high schooler that was dunking all over Alabama.
Yeah.
A high school age kid was punching all over. Adolescent was punching all over Alabama in the NCAA tournament. Not just some preseason, warm up. In the highest of the high levels, he nearly was the X factor in the upset of Alabama.
Fair.
He didn't quite pull it off. But he was there. Steve, that really does excite me.
No, no, 100%. Like, he is a young talent that is like,
you be careful with that. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Like I said, listen, he has a lot of maturing to do, but when maturity is your strong point, if basketball IQ is your strong point, and premier lob threats in the country, if those are your top three qualities, is the reason, coach brings you here immediately, just be careful with that.
Yeah.
Like that could be something nobody sees coming. Whew. I'm excited. I really am excited to see him.
Let's move on to the next one. Are you ready for this one? Because we have a couple discussions with this one. Terrence Fat Edwards Jr.
PJT?
F-A-T-T.
That's the name in quotes or in parentheses?
Fat is one of the purest forms of competitor.
He called him fat?
Yep. Don't know what's going on with that one. I'm going to have to get a story. Going to have to figure out. Nick, you think you can figure out for us
why he's called fat?
Why he's called fat?
Yeah, I can look that up. I think it had something to do with when he was a baby.
Okay. No, listen,
let me look
it.
this up.
I'm not knocking it. I want to hear the story before I knock it. For someone who has accumulated a bevy of individual accolades, his sole focus is on the team winning, and his team has won at every level. He's a Swiss Army knife on the court and impacts the game in numerous ways. One of the greatest testaments that I can make is that he is a dog. He brings a wealth of experience, winning, and toughness that will be cherished in the Ville. It's Terrence Fat Edwards Jr.
I bet it was fat when he was a kid.
Could be.
And then he just started.
Still feels a little disrespectful.
Yeah. No, delegation. That's a common. That's a common.
Okay, because it's F-A-T-T.
Yeah, a little fat.
Little fat.
Yeah.
Little fat.
And if he's a junior, that means he couldn't have been.
Yeah.
Terrence,
Terrence.
Yeah, Dad.
Fat Edwards
Jr.
Just
where a little fat at.
And I mean, that's in his bios and stuff too. So he embraces it. I mean, that's what he calls himself.
I'm not ready for that.
I'm not ready for
His LinkedIn says I'll always be the fat kid.
His LinkedIn?
I don't know. It says Terrence Edwards, LinkedIn. I will always be the fat kid.
Well,
somebody said that he said on Coffee's show that it's because he was fat when he was a kid.
Yeah, that's what I thought I heard. Yeah.
Okay.
Then you get those growth spurts and get thin out.
Okay. So it was just because he was fat kid. So I guess we're going to embrace that.
I'm not ready for that.
Somebody's going to get mad at that.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to call him fat. All right.
Is mama called him fat? I'm going to call him fat.
So what about fat? Excites you.
Terrence Edwards Jr.
Was that coach's way? Because let me tell you what I think. That to me sounded like coach saying, yeah, I think he's going to be the best player on the team. He's Swiss Army knife. His team's winning at every level. He's a dog. It's like,
yeah, you know why you're absolutely right.
I'm listening.
Because when you say the team wins at every level, you take away the excuse to have to bench him.
Yeah.
When he's not playing good,
he's a winner.
Yeah, he's a winner. Or he'll find another way to affect the game.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what we need. Listen, this is one of our first things we're going to learn about the coach.
Okay.
The way when he talks about Rain Smith, the winner at every level, you know what I'm saying? Kind of when you highlight that real hard, you can see him taking away some of the areas you might, as a fan, nitpick.
Yeah.
He didn't do this well. He didn't do that well. No, if you say he's just a dog, that means you're comfortable putting him out there no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I got a question for you.
Okay.
This will be a tap dance question, maybe.
Oh.
He's been a winner.
Yeah.
Every level.
Mm-hmm.
How much NBA motivation does he have? Because here's the thing, people. The guy who's played that much and won that much, he wants more respect.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things like when you put up numbers like him and you're not talked about like as a prospect should be talked about, like I'm sure he has an irritant judgment that's made about him. He can't do something at the NBA level, right? Because again, his size, his scoring ability, his numbers, when you beat Wisconsin, when you play for James Madison, you're the man and you beat Wisconsin, you expect to be getting those phone calls to be in camps. A guy with his numbers should have been making more of a combine-ish decision.
Yeah, sure.
Should I remain in and if you're not doing that, that means you're going to have a chip on your
By
shoulder.
the way, big shout out to John Rothstein for making the whole city's rear ends fall out yesterday.
What'd he do?
Casey Pryor has decided to withdraw from the NBA draft. It was like, oh, I think every fan read that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, God. It was like, oh.
He knew what he was doing. Withdraw from classes.
But yeah,
back to the original point. I know that he has I almost made this joke when you were doing the Kelsey, when you were reading his comments on Terrence Edwards Jr. I almost made this joke because there's a harsh reality to these kids want to make it to the league. So you can make a joke every time you want and say, oh, he's not winning, blah, blah. No, he still wants his NBA props.
Yeah.
He wants his NBA props. He wants his, respect me, as an NBA level talent. So you talk about motivation. Like he has I'm on a stage now. This is a stage to give it to me. ACC. I want a piece of the ACC. I want that Bahama schedule. I need to for lack of a phrase, I need to put some heads on my wall.
Yeah.
Some major, some major ACC, some major big time names just to show you people I can do this at every level and I need more respect. So he's going to have a chip.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I don't see him as being in the nicest way possible. I don't see him as being go all out the way the super team guy. Like he might be a dude like, you always say it. You need a couple guys,
that aren't captains.
Right.
Yeah. That's like I don't need my best player to always be the captain.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jordan Worrell wasn't Mr. Team. I mean, he was a good teammate.
Yeah, right.
But Jordan would also go off script. And when you're down 14 to Miami and you're like, what are we doing? He would just be like, forget y'all. Give me the ball. Hit 4 threes. I don't care what coach is calling. Come on. Okay, 4 threes. No, all right. The game's back involved. Are y'all ready to play? Everybody ready to catch up with me? Okay. And then you go win the game. We watched it happen all the time with Jordan. And I'm just using him right off the top of my head, but I mean, there's a lot of guys.
The what are you doing shot.
Yeah. Like it was like, no, I don't care. I'm not here to be Mr. Rah-Rah. Like, I want to win because if we win.
Yeah, Russ Smith wasn't Mr. Rah-Rah.
Yeah, and I think Terrence Edwards knows that too. I think he's that type that's like, no, if we win, I'm going to get looks. If Louisville makes an Elite 8 run, a Sweet 16 run, God forbid a Final Four run, something, we're all going to get a lot of looks because they're going to be like, what did these guys do to bring this team back so well?
we're in the Final Four. It's going to be one person that ain't cheering. Josh Hurt.
Yeah, I know.
Josh going to be like, oh.
Yeah, pony up. Pony up.
Josh.
Yeah.
You know what time it is.
Okay, Javon Hadley from Colorado.
Javon Hadley from Colorado. What is his measurement, Steve?
He's what, 6'6", 2...
6'6" wing.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't have his.
Do we have his numbers?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I can get all those.
Yeah.
I was just doing the Coach Kelsey stuff.
Let's do it.
Javon is as reliable as any player in this portal class. He's a dog defender whose overall game has developed at a remarkable pace over his career. Javon possesses a tireless work ethic. He was a cornerstone on a team that advanced in the NCAA tournament and played almost every minute of those 3 tournament games. He's a grown man that comes to the Ville with a chip on his shoulder and a hunger to win.
Javon Hadley. Or does he strike you as the overlooked member of this class?
Well, I think that's what we're finding out. We're going, okay, this is the recurring theme. It feels like you brought in a bunch of guys that you're like, oh, could they be the overlooked guy? Could that be the overlooked guy? Oh, and then you go, we're bringing in a bunch of dudes with some chips on their shoulders.
The only non-overlooked guy has probably been
Chucky because he's from Wisconsin.
I was gonna say Rain Smith because we know what he is.
Yeah, that's fair.
But Chucky Hepburn.
I mean, he's one that you could go, okay, you were a high-rated recruit, went to Wisconsin.
I think Chucky Hepburn gives the national media the ability to say, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, as far as big, like
Chucky was the first time that I think people, even though Terrence Edwards was player of the year, all that, I think Chucky was the first one that was kind of like, oh, okay, Louisville can make some noise here.
Yeah, just again, a James Madison transfer versus a Wisconsin transfer.
Yeah.
Even if you like, can you imagine Terrence Edwards Jr. saying, why does he get, like we beat them and I put up these numbers. Why is he the face of this transfer portal?
And then Chucky Hepburn says, yeah, I won a Big Ten championship. Hit the game winner to win it too.
Never mind.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I like those.
Yeah, you can make a case. Yeah.
Because I like that Terrence Edwards could go, okay, and in a one-game scenario, how much better would Wisconsin been if I'd been the point guard? I like that they could have that back and forth.
To be the face of a top.
Yeah.
A top.
Like that's what you want, in my opinion. So, but
Hadley, let's go back to him.
Yeah, Hadley. I mean, listen, that sounds like the perfect.
He said the most reliable transfer in the class.
Yep, he called him the as reliable as any player in this year's portal class.
When you say grown man, did he didn't start at Colorado though, did he?
I don't think he did. I have to look it up.
Would you rather have players that transfer multiple times or this to be their first transfer?
First time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of like that, but multiple don't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
They don't bother me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just less fear of you being the problem if you transfer multiple times.
Yeah.
Or single, or this is your first transfer. Yeah. If you did multiple years at one. But man, Steve, we're just now like in year 2 of the instant transfer.
Yeah.
Like last year, you were just testing the waters of the immediate transfer.
Yeah.
You're just now getting, people are, okay. This is the first year where there's next to no stigma attached to transfer.
Yeah, that's probably true.
This is the first year where there's you don't even have to ask the question, what was the problem between you and your coach?
Yeah, because it doesn't matter. It's like, you left. Like
you left and hey, everybody leaves now. So you're not getting eyeballed. Listen, and there's no awkwardness between the player and the coach anymore.
Yeah.
Just or like when there always has to be a problem formally.
Yeah.
Now it's like, no problem.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, I love the coach. I love the teammates.
Yeah, coach is great. Everything's good. No, absolutely.
Except for BYU transfers.
Well, we got the better ones.
Yeah,
so
the BYU transfers just say,
well, speaking of BYU transfers, Ali Khalifa.
I'm listening.
Ali is one of the best passing big men in all of basketball. His assist to turnover ratio is astonishingly positive. He plays the game with a level of intelligence and creativity that is rare to see. He's a high IQ player that has been well coached throughout his basketball career. I figured he'd put that in there. Ali's unselfishness and passion for helping others extend off the court as well. He has a fantastic heart and a great way about him. I don't care about that, but I don't care.
You could have left that part out, coach.
Don't care about that.
That doesn't make him a better basketball player. Yeah. Just leave it out.
Yeah. Don't care about that.
I can't take advantage of his heart.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening. Okay, you said you figured he would put that in there.
Yeah. Well, listen, I think it was a good move to acknowledge
he's been well coached.
Not so much that. Acknowledge he played for Pope. So that way when he has a great year under me,
What if he said
you know what he didn't say in there?
What if he said with the little extra coaching and development he could be.
I know. That's why I was like, I think you don't go that direction yet.
Right.
I think you make sure to say, I want to acknowledge. Let's not make it awkward.
Listen, and this is all joke time because he was obviously well coached. Again, I did not like how well coached they were when I watch BYU basketball, looking at Waterman highlights and Khalifa highlights. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
They're well coached. Yeah, you know, not hating, it jumps off the screen.
Well, I mean, listen. I mean, Pope is, he's a good basketball coach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, BYU was, they pooped out in the tournament, but I mean, like, they were a fun team to watch. Like, they play a fun style.
And you watch them in the schedule.
And if you have those pieces, and I think that's worth acknowledging, but I think you also make sure that it's known that he's not going there. Let's just make sure we know that.
Nikki's taking a direct fire. It's not really straight. So Nikki needs to take the hint and look up where else Hadley played. Played for Indian Hills JUCO. Thank you to our producer
on the text line.
The Midnight Family YouTube producers.
Sorry, I was texting Drew. My bad.
On the low, Steve, the text line and the information gatherers on YouTube is a very, very helpful source.
Oh, 100%
information.
100%.
Goodness gracious. Babu, thank you for that. Thank you. Go ahead and listen.
We got the last one that we've gotten so far because they're going in order of when they committed.
Oh,
that's basically. So we should be getting another one around noon.
So we got. I remember saying that.
I think Chucky is at noon.
I remember saying Rain, Scott, Edwards, Hadley, and I remember just saying, if that's your baseline team, we're gonna be a good. That's a good nucleus.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the first guys you went out and got was just like, that's big time. Okay, I'm listening.
Corin Johnson. Pat Kelsey says Corin is an electric athlete, a natural scorer who also has the ability to alter the game in a flash with his defensive instincts. He can take over a game on any given night and can also do so in a variety of ways. Highly respected by the coaches of the Pac-12, he was deservedly named Conference Sixth Man of the Year. That comment, listen, that quote right there screams, he's going to get on my nerves. Because he didn't have specifics, but it was like, look, he's an electric athlete. He's a natural scorer. He can take over the game multiple ways.
Wait a minute. Let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
Give me his first compliment, and I'll be the speak to text.
He's an electric athlete.
That means he's wild.
Yeah.
Listen, for people who don't know, when the first thing a coach says about you is he's an electric athlete, your coach, you said it. Yeah. You're gonna hate him.
Yeah.
Your coach. Listen, he's the kind of dude that gets coaches fired.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's gonna have a group of people that are just saying this coach is an idiot.
Yeah.
A sixth man of the year will get your coach fired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that means he's the best player in the entire conference coming off the bench.
Yes.
And when you say, I'll wait till you give the next compliment of the guy, but when you say electric athlete and you mix that with sixth man of the year and respected by all the other, that means they're talking about, man, that Corin Johnson kid, he really hurt us tonight with the blah, blah, blah. And then you get back and they're like, well, hey, if we would have started, then we probably would have,
it would be better. Washington would have been in the tournament.
Okay. What's the next compliment?
A natural scorer.
Natural scorer means he's scoring without our offense. That means he's finding ways to score on his own, which means he's taking some bad shots. That's probably why he doesn't start.
Yeah,
because he goes rogue. But he's so damn good that I can't sit him on the bench. So I almost got to begrudgingly put him in the game. And again, he's like another Terrence Edwards. Just kind of like your war reference. Just,
yes.
Yeah, we hate him, and then he comes in and it's just like 15 points.
Yeah,
we're back in it.
Yeah,
and now we're looking back at the coach like, yeah, you think you want to start him next time?
I know. And it's like in practice, when you're in practice and you're like, yeah, nobody can do the dunks he can do. Andy's 6'2"?
Yeah, about 6'1".
So you're like, he looks impressive dunking the ball. Like it looks better when he does.
What's the next compliment they gave him?
The next, he says he can take over a game in a flash with his defensive instincts.
Defensive instincts.
Yeah, that means you reach it.
That means you defensive. When they say a natural score, defensive instincts, that means he's not in position where we need him to be. But when he steals the ball, we get up and say, "Go!"
Yeah,
go!
Yeah,
right. So again,
by the way, shout out. Somebody said our conversation yesterday on the hotels. Somebody said they sent our information to someone they know that works there.
Thank you so much.
Hotels. Yeah,
that's excellent.
Yeah,
thank you.
Appreciate that.
Make sure they got a bar.
Yeah, I'm sure they have a bar.
Yeah. No, but yeah, defensive. If a coach is complimenting your defensive instincts and being able to change the game, that's another thing where you say listen, y'all. I don't want anybody reaching except for Corn.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Alvin Sims. It's like when he misses a steal, you're like,
or you just tell him, you're like, look, just be a player. Like you're telling him, you're saying nobody reaches, and then you're telling Corn on the side, just be a player, man.
You see it.
Yeah, you can go after it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, point being, we're interpreting coaches' instinct. When you say instinctual, when you hear this about your favorite player, people, if you hear instinctual and natural, I want you to know those are trigger words for coaches. It means coaches hate them.
Yeah.
Just take that little piece of advice for the rest of your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, keep going.
That was it.
Yeah,
that was the guy. Yeah, and then at this point where I think we'll get. It looks like they're doing them every 2 hours. So I think at noon and 2 and 4 and 6 we'll get. I guess we can get through the rest of the team today. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, there's still
do the math.
I'm still like there's Chucky Abubakar with the next two, I believe. Then we got
we got 8 more people to go at least.
There's good teams, man.
Yeah. We got like I said, we got a full roster to add to this awesome to an awesome nucleus. So I'll tell you what, we'll take our last commercial break. Rolling along, 939 Ville.
Buy 4 washes, get 3 free on our top 3 wash books during Mike's Car Wash biggest sale of the year. Wash books make the perfect gift for dad. Buy 4 washes, get 3 free on our top 3 wash books at all Louisville area Mike's Car Wash locations. Open daily 7 to 9.
Men, this is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And though I generally talk about medicine and effective treatments for erectile dysfunction and other men's sexual health issues, today I want to talk about love. Because love is the best reason to get treated for your ED. You see, ED can cause major relationship issues. In fact, men often push their partners away when ED becomes a problem. The condition can cause depression, arguments, breakups, and even contribute to divorce. But the good news is that if you're like most men suffering with ED, you can be successfully treated at Tri-State Men's Health and put a stop to the relationship stresses that ED can cause. I say this with all confidence because we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. Truly, it's likely you'll find you're performing like you haven't in years. So make an appointment and get the love back in your life. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices across the tri-state area to serve you.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219 7964 today.
Hey, Louisville fans, Steve Rummage here. In life, there are moments when the stakes are high and the decisions you make can forever change the outcome of your financial future. Buying or selling your home, that's one of those major league moments. Imagine this. If we're facing a major surgery, you wouldn't pick a cut rate surgeon or someone offering a 1% discount, right? So why gamble with a cheaper option when it comes to selling your home? Go with a pro, someone who's recently named one of Louisville's 40 under 40, and call Josh Jarbo. Josh and the team of agents at RE/MAX Empire understand the value of what's at play. They don't offer any gimmicks, and they definitely don't take shortcuts. They provide the full MVP treatment every step of the way. So when buying or selling your home, choose the team that goes the distance for you. At RE/MAX Empire, your goals paired with their strategy is a guaranteed recipe for success. I'm Steve Rummage, and I'm telling you, in real estate, don't settle for anything less than the best. Call Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or check out his website at joshjarbo.remaxempireky.com.
Josh Jarbo, principal broker owner, RE/MAX Empire at Motto Mortgage A to Z, NMLS number 2256125. Equal housing lender.
Hey, Cards fans. Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Our city's professional soccer seasons are underway, and ESPN Louisville listeners can take advantage of a special ticket offer today. Visit LouCity.com/ESPN for discounted tickets to Louisville City and Racing Louisville home games. Whether you're a diehard fan or just looking for the right place to enjoy a cold drink, it's tough to beat a night at beautiful Lynn Family Stadium. That's LouCity.com/ESPN for discounted Lou City and Racing Louisville tickets today. And remember, if it's Lou City, it plays on ESPN Louisville.
Tech-savvy professionals delivering equipment, technology, and service for all your office, network, and print communication needs. Look no further.
Just with love for duplicators and service.
High-quality office equipment, print, and IT solutions at fair and transparent pricing. That is Duplicator's commitment to you. Your tech-savvy office equipment and outsourced IT professionals can simplify your daily work process wherever you find yourself working with world-class network business machines and solutions from Ricoh and Sapin.
For today.
And that commitment continues with their commercial print and mailing division, Derby City Litho. Check out the Ricoh Pro Z7210 graphic print system providing superior color output. Duplicator Sales, Derby City Litho, Corporate Mailing Systems, Ricoh and Savin. Call them at 502-589-5555 or visit them online, duplicatorsales.net, or at their store, 831 East Broadway, Louisville, with offices in Elizabethtown, Lexington, Paducah.
Just with love for duplicators and service.
Hi, this is Louisville football coach Jeff Brown. You're listening to the home of U of L Athletics, 93.9 The Ville.
Hey guys, Steve Rummage here. I want to tell you about my friends over at Tri-State Men's Health. We generally talk about medicine, effective treatments for erectile dysfunction, and other men's sexual health issues. But today I want to talk to you about love. Do it for your loved one. You know, listen, it can help you, of course, but, you know, sometimes, man, if you're married or you have a significant other one way or the other, and it's they may think it's them, like something's wrong with them, and you're like, no, it's not. Listen, I'm just getting older. I'm having some issues here. Go get that checked out, because that can end in possibly divorce, and you know we don't want that for you. So when you look at it right now, the treatments they have, Tri-State Men's Health, over 90% success rate on their treatments, which is absolutely incredible. Tri-State Men's Health now has 6 locations: Cincinnati, Dayton, 2 locations in Columbus, Louisville, and a new office in Northern Kentucky. Now, here's the thing. You're going to go in. It's going to be a 30-minute appointment. You're going to be in and out. They're going to give you a PSA test. They're going to check all your levels, see what's going on. And if you want, a medically advised test dose. And listen, this works. when you've used herbals and different things to try to work with ED, they'll give you a test dose right there. And if it doesn't work, they'll waive that $99 fee. You won't even have to pay that. They have an expert staff. And listen, you could be having sex the next day. So not guaranteed sex, but to be guaranteed to perform if the sex becomes available, so we got that going for you. But listen, 1-800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Hello, this is Dan McDonald, head baseball coach at the University of Louisville. You are listening to the home of Cardinal baseball on 93.9 The Ville.
That song, right?
Yeah.
I can't stop. You know how they say you can't unsee something?
Right. Whoa, with that song, what'd you see? Is what I want to know.
Nikki, I can't unhear. She saw me laying on the sofa. It wasn't me. Hey, boy, like the ridiculousness of saying it wasn't me. And he's like, "You let it catch you on camera?" I just went, it wasn't me. It's like I can't help but to not analyze, what he's doing. Just like, boy, you in trouble.
Well, what was it? Frank Caliendo would do the Bill Clinton impersonation. It's like, I am not here. Like,
That's
like
funny.
that level of line where it's just like.
But yet, when I hear Shaggy, I'm just like, that's just okay. It's. I'm sorry, I can't think of the word. It's not fallible. It's not. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous
That was the defense you went with. You went with that wasn't me defense. Or it's like there could have been a million different things you went with,
but some kind of way it does work. Just never confessing to what you did. Really quick, people. I know the weather is perfect right now, but it wasn't always so perfect, and you needed protection. And guess what, people? Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof has been under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course, they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention the A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today. Nikki, are you a sriracha sauce person?
I don't mind it. It's not like one of my go-to sauces,
do you have a particular dish that you like?
The
reason I asked that is because I had a little, chicken and rice dish.
Right.
Cheesy
I was
dish.
literally about to say anything with rice or cheese, something. I was literally about to say that.
It was just a couple of drops too many.
Oh,
and it was good, but it was burning my tongue. And it's just like
it can overpower it.
Overpowered
It very much
it
can
a little
overpower.
bit. I was so disappointed because the grilled chicken was perfect, and it just it was perfect. The setup was perfect, and it just Marcus.
Yeah, it just went a little heavy.
Yeah, I dropped the ball, and then I was thinking, what was for lunch? I got some catfish, right?
Ooh, nice.
And I'm doing the typical American evil thing that we Americans do. We got food at home.
Yeah.
But the convenience,
impulsive, just impulsive eating.
You got food at home.
Yep.
Drive home. It's so easy to stop here and get something else and eat your fish, Marcus. But we'll see about it. But the problem is, I don't think I have hot sauce.
Ooh.
And I'm not, like I said, I'm not a real, a heavy hot sauce person.
Yeah.
But I think
I'm with you. I'm not like a spice head, but I do enjoy a little spice. And there's certain things that I need it on. I need a little kick on.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, no, I'm feeling you.
Okay. So
especially when I'm dieting, hot sauce is imperative.
You know, it's funny. I was explaining that to somebody that spices, it curbs your appetite. You know, so the spicy food you don't eat as much if you spice it.
You feel fuller longer. Yeah,
and I learned that lesson hanging out with the Africans in France.
How spicy is their stuff? Is it just like stupid hot?
It's stupid hot. But listen, they were explaining to me, like we had a little interpreter, a little lady friend, whatever, like that. They all sit around and they eat out the same bowl. You know what I'm saying? They just kind of separate the little portions. I'm like, okay, when in Rome, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Nikki, I was like, nah, y'all, because you knew something was going on by the way they were looking at me.
Right.
Like how's he gonna react? But we're all eating from the same bowl, so it's not like you poisoned my stuff, but Nikki.
Just unreasonably hot.
Like, I became empathetic to the pepper, the ghost pepper.
Yeah.
The Reaper.
Yeah, the Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, because
or the Trinidad Scorpion. Those are like the two spicy.
I remember sitting there in that group huddle I'm like, there is no way y'all eat this on a regular basis.
Yeah, you're trolling me. Yeah. You're like, let's get the American brother. Like, like
I swear, because my eyes were burning, my eyes just like, and here's the problem is, it's really cooked into the food. Excuse me. I can't tap this.
Yeah. No, I totally get you. By the way, like, I learned this, and I think I don't think I'm making this up, but it makes sense. Like, there's a difference between Cajun and Creole, although they're both kind of in the same region. But like the Creole, I think, has more of an African influence, and as such relies more on herbs.
Right.
And everything like that and spices, whereas the Cajun is more French influence, so it just deals with more just direct black pepper.
Okay.
So they both have kicks to them. It's just it's typically coming from a base of a different source.
The problem is, Nikki, sprinkled spice is different from cooked in spice.
Yeah, like that marinated spice.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
So when they told me, they was like, it's, probably a little hot for you, but it'd be all right, blah, blah. And the only thing they had to drink, these little glasses, they're drinking little liquor that tastes like black licorice liquor.
Oh God, you're chasing the spiciest food you've ever had with essentially Jägermeister. Holy yeah, wow. That had to be rough.
So Nikki, I'm like, and if I didn't, okay, on the round 2, I would know, hey, eat a piece, stop.
Right.
Let it go all the way through, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't. I ate like a typical American.
Yeah, right. It probably was pretty tasty too.
That's the problem.
Like, it was probably pretty good.
Listen, we take a bite, you're like, oh no, that's banging. Hey, it's really good.
Right.
Thank you. I can taste spices. I can handle it,
And then it builds and builds and builds. And I totally feel you. The last really spicy thing I had was they're not a sponsor. Should I mention their name? I don't know. but it's a downtown chicken establishment.
Okay.
And they have a thing called Gonzo chicken,
Uh-huh.
which I thought was spicy. Like, I knew it'd be spicy. It's the highest spice thing on the menu.
Yeah.
It's a hot chicken joint.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's gonna be spicy. But I looked it up and I was like, I felt kind of badass.
Yeah.
Because I was like, wow, that was really spicy. Holy smokes. That like knocked me on my ass. What was in that? What were the Scovilles on that? And I Googled it and they were like, oh yeah, no, you just ate like a million Scoville thing. Like that had Carolina Reaper on it. Like, and I was just like, I took down a Carolina Reaper. I was like, okay.
Right.
I was like, okay. But like, it was the worst part of it was I did the exact same thing. I took a bite and I was like, this is hot, but this, it ain't really, and then, it's delicious. So I took another bite and then another bite. And before I knew it, I was like the Johnny Cash song. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I was like, whoa, this got heavy in a hurry.
Yeah,
but it was delicious.
People, listen, there is no way I'm going down the football editions without Rummage. Getting our guys on campus, getting some huge additions. We were talking about tight ends yesterday. We're talking about, just getting our guys into the summer workout. We're talking about actually being on the clock with the football thing, which is, I'm really excited about that. But Nikki, I got the nastiest message. It's like,
from who? What is this now?
Thank you guys. Thank you for reminding me how much I hate you. Ouch. Let's see what it said. Oh, and I'm a card fan. Think like losers. It's May. May is football. I don't give a FUQ if you block me. So what? Top 25 team in football.
What the?
Does that person know that once we're like done with this basketball conversation,
we're getting into it?
It's going to be nothing but football for the next 6 months.
Dude. And we're also, I'm sorry. We're in May. I was like, calm down. Calm your panties, bud.
That's a lot.
Like,
that's a lot of.
That's what I'm saying. And you're a Cardinal fan? Like.
And today we reminded you how much you hate. I thought we were giving a good, informative show today.
So we talked about basketball. That's more newsworthy than, anything on the football front right now. I'm not saying that, like, right?
I thought so.
Like, I know we're getting guys on campus. We
literally just announced our whole team.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
We're putting a bow on the roster. And this is coming from Pat Kelsey. It's not like we're speculating it.
This is
we're reacting to what Coach Kelsey's at. Nah, man. You need to find, you know what you need? You need some good hot, spicy food.
Jim Calvin. I hope that's not your real name. I hope that's not your real name. I hope you're not that mean. Jimmy.
Maybe you're just having a bad day. Jimmy,
Yeah,
come on,
Jimmy.
Get yourself some nice lunch. Get yourself some matzo pie. We got some delicious pizza and focaccia bread from them today. They have the best cookie in the city, that cornbread cookie. You can't miss out on that. That thing's fantastic. Get yourself a little bit of that. Stop by they're at the 1020 Craft Brews. They partnered with them. They've got a really, really, really cool thing at the Douglas Loop in Butchertown location. Stop in for some 1020 Craft Brews. Discover the delicious handmade brick oven pizza that is matzo pie. Also, their Anchorage location is a little bit of a unique dining experience. That's kind of nice. And I'm telling you, there's no better pizza in the city than a matzo pie fresh out the oven. Like, fresh out the oven, it is top tier. So you know what, Jimmy boy, get yourself some matzo pie and tune in tomorrow. We'll talk a little bit about football and try to, touch grass.
Ground yourself. That's a great piece of advice. I wish people would put their bare feet on the earth a little bit more.
And you know what? I wanted to make mention of this. It's another good sky day.
I know.
It's another good sky day.
I don't even want to keep saying it.
I know. I don't want to jinx it, but look at those big cottony, fluffy clouds. no tic-tac-toe
I hope I
boards.
didn't drag you into that world.
Well, you know what it's done? It's made me appreciate it more.
Oh, yeah, right.
Because whether you buy into it or not, it still just takes away the natural aesthetic that is the pretty sky.
I agree. It's beautiful, beautiful sky. One more. Big shout out to one of our day ones and original, one of the best realtors in the city, Derek A. Stewart, for all of your home buying and selling needs. He knows about any special programs you need to know about, any breaks, any benefits you can get. He knows them all, and he can help you. I can guarantee you he can help you out. You give Derek A. Stewart a call, 502-314-9868 if you have any questions, buying or selling needs. That's going to do it. Again, got a roster now. As always, 8150-93-9 is always the number. 3831-93-9 is always the text line. The YouTube channel is normally made for the Ville. Middays Marks Raven, 93.9 the Ville.